This is, hey, the final. Open day practice, day 2. And I got my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover to my left. Come on, let people know who you are.
Lou's Takes, LOU.takes, and all social medias.
And I'm so disrespectful. You see that? I left the ladies. Ladies always supposed to be first, man.
You're right.
Oh, man, so take that back. Take that back. Hey, to my far right. Man, let people know who you are and let people know what's going on today.
I had this Star from Stargazer Sports. Really excited to be here with my brothers, my content brothers. It's always good when we can get together and talk some Cowboys football. So I'm excited to get into it.
Come on with it. And then to my to my close right, this man had changed his name and everything, but it still remains the same. Let people know who you are, bro.
Boss showed me, man.
Boss showed me.
And I really honestly took the Dallas Cowboys out of my name until they showed me. But also, I know that the landscape is changing. This is a time where people, they're going to try to fast talk, but the truth is, it's about showing you now.
Show me. Show me. And last but not least, man, now we can go to my part now, man. Let people know who you are, bro.
I'm Lou's Takes, man. We do this for the first blame, last congratulations, man.
Yes, indeed, man. So with that being said, Cowboy Nation, let's get it kicked off, man. What you feel about this practice today? Is this your first day or second day?
This is my first day.
First day, so let people know what you feel about this particular practice today.
I mean, I feel like the practice was good. I think I've come for the past 2 years and, observing a lot of differences. Shout out to Vaughn and Lou, who were here yesterday talking about them linebackers, but I saw the linebacker drills.
Right.
And the linebacker drills are serious. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, Emerson's got them up here.
They look good.
They look good.
Yeah.
They almost like robotic. You know what I'm saying? It's when I say robotic, I mean like as consistent and together as the guys were, with their different routines and different stuff like that. So the linebackers, I feel like look great. I feel like we had a good high energy practice. I don't know if I remember them playing like, when I say our music, y'all know what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it felt like just the energy there, and I like, but not just the linebackers, you know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of the groups, the wide receivers, that was another group I was talking to Lou and telling him about, because I was like, last year on the Robert Prince, I came here and I saw what the wide receivers were doing. I said, they're just going through the motions. They're not looking like they really doing anything. So looks like the wide receivers look better and performing better under Junior Adams. And another group I feel like that stood out to me. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at the linebackers, the wide receivers, and of course, Dak. Y'all know I love Dak. Y'all know Dak looks great to me. And also, I feel like this practice was just more efficient. I feel like there was more team periods than what we had under Mike McCarthy. And I feel like that's what's best for us, because you can do a lot of individual drills, but a lot of coaches around the league are saying, like, that's just not realistic. What we really need to do is have these guys actually practicing, getting actual team reps. So I think overall, I feel better, you know what I'm saying, about the landscape and about Shotty. Y'all know I've been going off on Shotty. So I feel better about the landscape actually coming to Frisco and seeing practice in person.
This was it.
Let me go ahead and jump in real quick.
Go and get in there, man.
It's a privilege of rocking with my brother-in-law Nation, man. I'm going to say this. He opens up so many doors unselfishly. I'm going to just say that.
Oh, man.
I'm going to just say that. I was on the field today with the privilege of talking to Morris.
Right.
Leofeld.
Yeah.
Long not talking to one of our top linebackers. And it's one thing for like us to see the drill stuff. But then Law asked a great question. Great question. What's the difference between last year and this year?
Right.
He didn't throw anybody under the bus.
Right.
But he did talk about some differences.
Yeah.
One of the things that he said, which shows that you seeing it right and I'm seeing it right in terms of those drills.
No drills.
He literally said, like, what'd he say?
Yeah.
He said we are intentionally practicing precise stuff that we're going to see.
Right.
He said we are drilling. Now,
That's the word. Yeah.
he said drilling.
Come on with
So like this now, so we out here talking to the player. Right now, this ain't me like yesterday.
Yep.
This not me like yesterday. Where yesterday I was basically looking at the drills. Now you got the player telling you we are better because of Eberflus and these drills.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to Star's point, it's just amazing. This is our first day today. My first day was yesterday looking at it, and we come to the same thing.
Same thing, same conclusion.
The same conclusion. It's like,
They look real good.
look real good. And I'm going to stop here and continue this next point. I'm going to say later. Offense whooped ass today.
Oh, it did.
Damn.
That's not
Ooh, offense. I'm talking about
smoke.
smoke the D.
Come on, smoke.
Ooh, I'm talking about.
You look good. But
We got to speak it to the mics.
oh,
Yeah, we got
I
to
was
speak to the mic.
say besides Elam looked real good. But yeah, the offense, I would say the offense definitely dominated, especially in the air. Now on the ground, I didn't see stuff get too crazy. But in the air, Dak, Joe, even Will Greer was lighting it up.
Man, they were lighting it up today.
No doubt. So when we start to think about this all together collectively, is the offense could be a little bit ahead of the defense, but that's a good thing. When you got George Pickens and you got CeeDee Lamb, that creates mismatches that you got to warrant some attention to.
Yep.
So there's not enough teams in the National Football League that got number one DBs that can cover, trail, and follow CeeDee Lamb, right? So when you add George Pickens to the table, for what everything and everybody say about what happened last year, with a healthy staff this particular season, I'm quite sure that this team will be top 5 in offense. Your thoughts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you were saying, with the offense better than whipping the defense as they got more starters available.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? I looked at the 20,000. I looked at the cornerback room,
Right.
and people say quantity versus quality. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's quantity. it's how many. It's a lot of bodies on the corner. Is it quality? I don't know. But yeah, I took the time just to notice the little things. One thing I kept telling Star over and over again that Boston said about linebacker and offensive line. The common thing I saw, the coordinators did not leave their position drills. Eberflus ain't even looking the quarterback. Defensive tackles way. Clayton Adams don't even care about the running backs or what Dak is doing. And this is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
2-3 years ago, when we look about this team, when you talk about position groups that needed to get better, we were talking about linebacker. And then at some point, if you ask me, I was saying the offensive line was probably the main reason why we failed last year. So I'm saying we got 2 sets of hands, 4 hands on each position group, and it's showing the detail they're able to get to that other position groups can't get to because they don't have 2, perennial coaches, positional coaches at one group.
Yeah.
I'm not really pushing back on you, but I'm pushing back just a little bit.
Just a little.
Today was special on offense.
Oh yeah.
That CeeDee Lamb play
On the corner?
ooh, in the corner, bro. God, bro. Listen, I guarantee you would have been top play of the week.
CD.
And then, like, when Joe rolled out and lunched that thing 70 yards to Brooks, bro.
That was beautiful.
God, dog, they was clowning today, bro.
You will not miss.
Talking about throwing the ball.
Dog, I had fun watching practice today, bro.
The only problem with that was that it was Jalen Brooks.
Yeah.
And he got 9 lives. And the thing is,
real. That's so
know
real.
that Jalen Brooks, in my opinion, I think he already hit his ceiling.
Yeah.
But with that being all respect to Trayshawn Holden, he just now starting to get things going.
He had several catches.
So if
Several
I'm playing as devil's advocates altogether, I'm going with CeeDee Lamb, I'm going with Pickens. I'm going with Tolbert. I'm going with what my guy
Devontae Turpin.
And then we going with Flournoy.
Flournoy had a good catch.
My sixth guy is Trayshawn Holden. I'm telling Jalen Brooks. Brooks, hey man, we like your services. We love what you bring to the table. But Trayshawn Holden is too special for me to let go. But even though Jalen Brooks is showing us every now and then a spectacular player, he's just not consistent enough.
I'm seeing Yak from Holden. Like the best play I saw today, he snatched the ball. It was a crossing route. It was a terrible throw, but he snatched it out of the air. I'm seeing him go deep balls on fade routes. The ball is his.
The ball is his.
He's my favorite practice player.
He is hungry.
He's playing. To me, he's playing at a different speed that it feels like everybody else is playing at. Like when it comes to the twos, it just looks like he got no business being out there with the twos. Like he needs to be with the ones. I'm surprised that I didn't see him get more first team reps because I mean you got Brooks getting first team reps, which I'm not too down on Brooks because I don't think Brooks has really dropped the ball this preseason. So I can't be against Brooks, but when you look at Trayshawn Holden and Brooks, it's clear that Trayshawn is performing at a different level than I feel like the rest of the twos, the wide receivers that are going with the twos are performing. And I definitely feel like he's a guy that, why aren't we seeing him more in preseason? Maybe we're trying to hide him or I don't know, but I feel like he should definitely be getting more reps.
No doubt. And with that being said, when we look at everything, we can literally say this, though. When you look at wide receiver play, and you look at what we have and what we did have last season, we're looking for better rooms in that particular category. And I'm going with the better guys with the upside, and that's Trayshawn Holden, right? And even with Jalen Brooks, I know he brings elements to the special teams. That's how you can make this team. But in actuality, I'm looking at Dak Prescott. He didn't have a kind of caliber guy like George Pickens on the opposite side of CeeDee Lamb. So what this is going to do with our wide receiver core is being able to utilize our primary targets and have our ancillaries being ancillary. Yeah. Because we depended too much on Jalen Tolbert and Brooks last season. So both of the Jalens, they out the picture, and now I can just focus in on Lamb and Pickens, and every now and then a Devontae Turpin.
Oh. No, I ain't gonna say the bad.
Not bad.
I just want to say this. Trayshawn Holden is my favorite practice player. He practices with game energy.
Yeah.
He practices with game energy. I wish everybody practiced like him, man. So, but off of him, I'm going to throw this out here. If Joe Milton can play in preseason like he practices, he is the clear number 2, bro. If he can, and it made me think today, all of us play or know people like this. Yeah. There's a such thing as a practice superstar. Is Joe Milton a practice superstar?
I think so. Yeah. And here's the reason why. You know, in order for you to complete and go through your progressions, you hear what he said, I got to get my feet together. I got to make sure that I'm targeting the right areas, and I got to go through my progressions better. Well, he can do that in preseason because he know with that red jersey on, you can't get touched. And it's all when we look at the flashes of him running, that's cool and all, but this is practice. Ain't nobody gonna hit him. Right. So I want him to just go ahead and go through his progressions. Don't worry about taking off and running because he didn't do that in preseason.
He did.
So with him, I think there's another 2 to maybe 3 years before we can see the peak of what he can do. Yeah. Now we know that a difference of a year can make, but in actuality, he's not ready yet to demand that attention. But he is a damn good practice player for right now. Yeah, because he's gonna throw you some good balls.
Man. I think it's because what I've been saying about him. I think the problem with him in the game is he just got too much freedom. That's what it is. He's a player. You gotta leave, the training wheels on in the game. You gotta leave it on for him. You gotta make him a one read. Because you saw it in practice. If the read ain't there, he can take off. And in some play, he athletic as I don't know what. The problem is in the game, you gotta tell him to set the protection. You gotta tell him to go through progression. He can't do the same progression as a Dak Prescott, as y'all can see. And some of y'all haters fail to realize there's this level to this. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? So when you tell him, hey, we're taking a deep shot to this week, and if it's not there, take off. He can do that.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. We got to find a way to translate the training wheels to the game. Yeah.
I agree with that. I think with Joe, to be honest, guys, I'm a little bit sad about Joe's performance because I thought Shotty was going to have Joe looking amazing. I'm not going to lie. I thought Joe was going to be in preseason slinging it around. We're going to run the ball. Then he going to hit deep bombs. I thought Shotty was going to have him out here looking like a starter. But, obviously it feels like the game is, I agree with Law and is that the game just seems like it's just a little bit too fast, and some players it's different when you know that you're going to get hit. It's a totally different ball game than when I'm in practice where I know I can't get hit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Joe, he's just letting the practice, the live game kind of get to him. And when we saw him last year, in New England, it was clear that they had a set plan. I watched that game. They had him hitting those out routes, and he looked amazing. But I think now Shotty is really trying to test and see what is it all that Joe can really do and accomplish in a game. And it is looking like right now that we should limit him. We should put restraints on him and try to get him to 1 or 2 reads. If it's not there, then take off, because all that stuff, they were doing a lot of hype in preseason saying, oh, look, he's setting not in preseason, in training camp. He's setting protections. He's doing this. He's doing that. But then we see that right now he can't. He's struggling to identify the blitz, and that's not really against Joe. It's just saying that there's a lot of growth that he needs before I feel like he's ready to say, I'm going to be the quarterback too for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, does Shotty think that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you go for pure upside, he's way better than Will Grier. I can tell you that. Pure upside, he's way better than Will Grier. But right now, we're trying to say, if we put Joe in the game, is he going to help us just stay afloat, or is he going to make mistakes and lose us games? And I feel like right now, we don't know the answer to that question.
It's good stuff.
Well, I got a question from Amp. He asked, from us watching the practice, he said, was the offense balling or was the defense bad? The offense was balling. Shit. Listen, bro. It was spectacular plays today. It wasn't just, he wide open.
It was tight window throws. Dak was throwing. There was a goal line throw with Dak. I was like, how did he get that in there? You know what I'm saying? And CD called it. So a lot of tight window throws, contested coverage. So it wasn't that the offense was just running wide open. No, it was contested plays. The offense was just coming up with the plays. Flournoy had a big play.
Yes. Pickens
had a big play. CD, they were catching the ball.
And the defense, they stopped the run. And
that's what I was saying. Defense started to run.
And it was the linebackers who did it. Clark was I saw Clark made like 3.
Clark is stacking days. He's
Clark
stacking
is
days.
knifing through. Clark is scraping.
He looks different.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks different.
Like we were keeping him in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like when we run the ball, and then coach said, hey, all right, Pickens and CD take over, and then it was BTA for the rest of the practice. That's what
BTA.
You feel me? So
what's BTA, bro? You got
belt ties.
Yeah,
belt
ties.
It was like.
And in actuality, when they go by the 3-by-1 formation, right, it puts so much stress on the defense. I've seen so many times when it's single high safety, Dak Prescott take advantages of the one-on-ones to the outside, right? But even if it's a 3-by-1 and they play cover 3 or quarters, we are seeing that linebacker and that safety got to make the necessary adjustment, because you got two-way goals with Kevontae Turpin on the same side as a George Pickens and as well as CeeDee Lamb. There's so much stress. We didn't have those options. You know, we all grew up taking tests, right?
Yep.
And we always loved the multiple choices.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't like the one where you gotta make sure you gotta open.
Yeah,
So-
give me multiple choice.
So you got a guy with a PTM processor like a Dak Prescott that can process some things. Those plays, PTM processor,
boy,
man, oh my God.
because that's what they're doing right now.
Yes, indeed. And that's where Joe Milton is not at right now.
Not like that.
Dak, I'm sitting there like, I'm recording. I said, let me stop because he's sitting here shifting and moving. This is some good stuff. I'm not saying soft blitz.
And Dak seeing it,
Listen,
communicating with Cooper BB. They see it.
If we may add, brother, my brother from another mother, we got a chance to talk to the Guytons, and it was a personalized conversation. But can you expound upon those things by diving deeper into conversation for the nation about Tyler Guyton?
well, Tyler Guyton and his people know what's up. That's what we gonna say. Like, we gonna just say they know what's up. And we all have to be very careful. That's what I'm gonna say. We get a little bit too loose lip a lot of times.
Right.
We get emotional because we love the Cowboys. We start going in the blame. We forget development. It does change you. I'm gonna be honest. When you sit with family members, it's not that anybody trying to kiss ass, because that's never gonna be loud. That's never gonna be me. Never.
And one of the things that he said, I respect you because of the fact you call it how it is. Even though that's my son,
Right.
you calling it how it is, and I respect it. Keep going.
Well, yeah, and see, they listening. Okay.
Your voice matters.
So it's one of those things. They even heard the noise on Mazi.
Come on with it.
And so it's stuff on Mazi that's just not correct. We just being honest. It's just not correct. And you have people who showed it. That's the sad part, is you have people in the space who went, not a clip, not somebody who turned on the camera, showed one play and start giving their opinion. We talking about plus and minus. Law literally said up there, we do this.
We do.
Every play, we gonna look at each play, and you're supposed to plus and minus that play.
Yeah. Old school football, my coach used always plus and minus. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you can pick out 2 or 3 plays and run them back over and over again, and it'll make that player look kind of sus. But if you do the whole 60 plays, right, then you will see, okay, this is where we can utilize and use said player. This is where he's been able to be effective in this particular scheme and system. So, yeah, you got to do plus and minus. You can't just do all minuses.
Yeah, and that way we can stop being blamed and emotional fans that honestly we going with what other people saying, bro.
Yeah,
like for example, man, like I respect Brian Brothers, but he not right.
Yeah,
on Mazi,
it's not. Yeah.
All this, he doesn't love football. No, that's just not correct. You got to go look at the film. There's no way you can go look at the film of him playing and say he doesn't love the game. Like, I saw him lose your one to Philly and fight his ass off, right? And you saw it because, you did the film breakdown. Like, if you do the film and you literally go really look at the film versus other people's opinion, you go then side with what's right. And sometimes side with what's right is going against the crowd. I got to read this comment, though, bro. I got to read this comment. This came from my boy Weeble. He said, "Boss, you making me happy again. I'm pouring Kool-Aid, but scared to drink it." Let me tell you something, bro. Drink that shit on the offense. If I put it like this, if the offense play like they practice today, we gonna not see a show. We gonna see a super show. Yeah. And listen, y'all, I ain't that hype dude. They wasn't just balling. They was
balling out of control.
Out of control. CD caught a ball one-handed, bro.
It was crazy.
Bro, it
was a windmill. First of all, it was late. You got it?
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
I put it like this. Law got all these clips.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Wait till I will show you these clips, bro. Cause see, when he made that catch, the first thing I did is I looked at Law and say, "Did you get that?" I looked right at him. I say, "Did you get that?" And Law was like this.
Yeah.
I say, "Did you get that?" Cause see, it's one of them plays you gotta see.
Yeah.
Like it's like, bro, just wait till I start posting. I say, Law ain't gonna need no commentary. He ain't gonna need to do no talking over it. Just watch it, and you're gonna be like, God damn.
Yes, feast or famine with it, but it's going to be a lot of feasting because, like I said, most teams don't have two number one DBs, and most teams don't have a good slot corner too. Yeah. And when you line CeeDee Lamb inside the slot, there's some plays that also they put Kevontae Turpin on the far outside, right? So now it stresses that defense, and we getting there one-on-one, and Dak is looking more comfortable. And I know it's been a long time he's been here, but throwing that fade ball never been his cup of tea. And he never been good.
Yeah, we ain't had no fade.
See, we transparent. Yeah,
We ain't had no fade receivers since the other 8.
To be fair. But guess what?
Dak got to do some ball today, though.
Yeah, but he got that in his pocket. He got that in his pocket.
And I talk it up too, because like they were saying in Austin, using Austin,
right?
The wind was crazy.
The wind was crazy.
So they're doing a lot more fade balls and deep balls because we got to control the environment.
Yeah,
we got it. You know what I'm saying? So let's rep it out now. Let's get the shots up now, like Steph Curry. Let's see it going. Let's see it going to hold.
The red zone period is one of the better periods of us because of the simple fact we've been allergic and anemic in the red zone before Shotty got here. It was also with Mike McCarthy. It was also with Redhead Coach Jason Garrett. So now we got a situation that when they were working that red zone, I was counting. Them boys were scoring.
Yeah. Because this lie, he not lie, bro. Because I swear to God, every time they was in the red zone, Law would hit me.
Yeah,
I was in the red.
They were going every time. I like.
Yeah, listen, man.
And trust me, there's no fault in knowing where you're going. Everybody knew that dance to get that ball in 2014.
Yep.
You're going to throw up that X. Everybody knew. But can you stop it?
Stop it? Yeah.
It's inevitable. Just let them put up the X.
I think I think the offense for sure looked unstoppable in the red zone. The first team, but even Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Joe looked good. Dak looked good. This was definitely an offensive day. I mean, the secondary, that's what we talk about. There's a lot of bodies in there. We got about 100. But how many is good?
Let's do this. Yeah. Let's get into way too early. Way too early. Prediction.
Oh.
Let's get into it because this is going to be organically debates because we haven't talked about this. All right. Here's my running backs. Javonte Williams. Jadon Blue, Maffa, Hunter, Lupke. They're my 4 backs. Who you got? And they're gonna work it out. They're gonna work it back this way.
I'm gonna say Javonte Williams, Blue for sure. I said those are the guaranteed backs. I think Maffa will make it, and I'm gonna say. I don't know. My guy Deuce, I don't know. But he getting a lot of first team reps. I don't know if that means Shotty believe in him or we just low on bodies. Today, Deuce to me, and y'all might say I'm biased, that's fair, but Deuce to me looked like the quickest and the fastest out there, even more than Jadon Blue. Now, I know Jadon Blue is just now getting back, but I would say that, and I think Lukey, we kind of use him as a hybrid, like a tight end slash running back. So I think that if we actually carry 4, I would think it would be it'll be Javonte Williams, Blue, Maffa, and I think Deuce. But if we don't truly carry 4, then Deuce will be cut, and then they'll just consider Hunter Lukey the 4th one.
I'll be quick. I'm gonna be quick. I love Law's analysis, and I think you have to kind of go with what Law said based on what we've seen so far. But I also will say this was a disservice to the running back competition. I didn't like the running back competition. I all of those guys needed more touches.
Yeah. Way more.
I'd rather see that room get the touches than Joe Milton. Because it's still, I wanted to punt, bro. I almost just, I almost just punted, bro, because it was like I have to see preseason 3, bro, before I can say. But I have to go with what he said so far too. That's just fair. But I'm also just being honest that it was disservice to the competition. Yeah, I think Deuce honestly got the short end of the stick.
Very much so the short end.
Before you go, let me just give this insight to the situation. Now, you play ball. And if they're close, then you play the youth.
Yes.
What can Deuce Vaughn do that Jadon Blue can't do or potentially can't do? Because at this time, you use a early draft pick to draft Jadon Blue, and you got to make the reasonings why. And keep in mind, this administration, they weren't here with the birth of Deuce Vaughn, right? So they got no allegiance to him. This new administration, they got Bill Maffa and Jadon Blue. And if it's me, I got to make the reason why I burned a draft pick. If not, we could have just drafted something else instead of Jadon Blue. So expound upon that.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be so quick because I know you're getting ready to jump in. I'm gonna be so quick on this. I need to see Blue do it in preseason.
I know.
Oh,
I need to see you do it under the lights.
Yes, Lord.
Because at least we've seen Deuce do it under the lights. We saw him do it week 18, and we saw him multiple times under the lights when given the opportunity have people running into each other. So it's one of those things. Blue, practice-wise, he looked like he could be RB1. I ain't gonna bullshit. And I've been on his ass. Listen, I've been on his ass.
Is that a testament to him or how bad the running back?
Him.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say why. When you do all the things that I wanted you to do, I'm gonna give you credit for that.
Okay.
When I saw him at Texas, I saw a tipping ass running back. I did. Like he would chop his feet and make his cuts. Yeah. So I always said I wanted to see that decisive runner. I wanted to see. When I watch you in training, I saw that.
Right.
I wanted to see the ball protection. Every time he was in traffic, he would double cuff the ball.
Yeah.
So you was doing all the things that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And plus I'm seeing that true breakaway speed.
It is that.
That's true.
But if you don't do it in the preseason, bruh, I'm not sure if you are a practice player like Joe Milton,
Right.
but are you a gamer?
You are a gamer.
I don't know. So the person I would have to go with is Deuce.
Yep.
But the upside of Blue, as somebody who punched Blue, is definitely there.
Come on with it, bro.
I'm gonna give Blue his credit. He has improved, and he has honed in on his inefficiencies. Do I know if he's improved? That's what the test is for, Shotty. That's what the preseason is for. I need to see if he can take a hit. I don't believe he can take a hit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the first person to come, because like we're seeing it in practice. When we see it in practice, all we see is stud. All I see is stud. I haven't seen nobody, a safety with a clear beeline, come knock your step off, and then you get right back up. Right. If you can do that consistently, then I can gain more trust. For I believe in Deuce can do that. I believe that's why I don't believe you are a inside back, Jadon Blue. I don't know if you can maneuver in between the tackles. I think you are one cut and then it's done. I called you a airway back or airplane back. If the lane ain't there, we ain't getting nothing. At least with Deuce, if it ain't blocked up perfectly and he one-on-one with somebody, the dude may be touching his ankles. You know what I'm saying? Like so, that's what my coach always said: block it up, lead a safety. If I lead a safety with you, Blue, all you gonna try to do is outrun it. So I need to see that. How great is that in the game? I ain't saying it. I mean, I don't prefer it, but if you do it in the game, hey.
Yeah, I do love your reasonings. You know, like I said, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And the results of Deuce Vaughn being here, this is not his first time, right? But this is Jadon Blue's first time. So I'm looking at it from those aspects, and we're not asking Blue to be the end-all, be-all because that's Javonte Williams. He's going to be the thunder. He's going to be the guy to run in between the splits. But Jadon Blue is going to be that home run hitter. On the high end, you can get a Chris Johnson. Or on the low end, you can get a Jamal Charles to that degree. But who you getting out of Deuce Vaughn? Maybe, just maybe, Darren Sproles, and he's not even of the kinds of calibers of Sproles because Sproles is a whole lot quicker with the feet. So we looking at Deuce, to me, he done already hit his ceiling, even though he haven't given the opportunities. So if I cut Deuce, what I'm going to do is and tell him, I'll say, hey, your daddy work here. You here? Hey, we can call you back for the practice squad. Hey, we gonna make sure we can work you in the event if somebody get hurt, you'll be on this team. But my guy Blue, ain't no way because there'll be teams that were looking at to draft him to pick him up during this particular situation. Go ahead. Boy, we fight on these running backs.
Talk your talk. I love you.
Come on, fight your mouth.
No, I want to talk about Jadon Blue. We're going to say in that room, I'm going to talk about something. For my last 2 days I've been here, I will say this. I am unimpressed with Javonte Williams.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Not even that. If you know, this is why I'm pissed at Shotty. But if we should have seen anybody in this preseason,
it should have been Williams.
It should have been Williams. For somebody who ain't played for 2 games, and what I came here and saw in this lovely Frisco, in the Omni Hotel, the Star behind, I'm gonna tell you that right now. The line when it was Williams versus the linebackers had their way. I'm telling you, Clark there, Sanborn there, Murray there. Every time, power stretch, everything like that. So I wish the plan was different for us to see Williams, just to see him. But that's my only.
I mean, you preach it because there's no identity.
That's true.
That Williams can be that tailback one for the Cowboys because we haven't seen it. And even with the sample, tailback one, and then with the Costco sample sizes that we see out there in practice, it's not enough. And hey, it's all not enough. When you at Costco's and them, all that food tastes good. You get home, you're like, man, you don't Costco. So that's what Javonte brings to the table. And shame on the Cowboys. I've had my butt not be pressing shame right now because they gave him a healthy stretch week 1, week 2.
It makes no sense. And I think with Javonte Williams too, I feel like the reason why Shotty said, okay, we're going to make you RB1 is because he's the only one on the roster that really fits the physical style other than Maffa, but Maffa is a rookie, and I'm assuming the coaching staff just like we don't want to put all of that on Maffa, who was a 7th round pick. So it's almost like this is what we got, so we got to work with it. But I honestly feel like what we saw today, like Blue said, and then what I saw today, it's just not looking good. It's not looking like he's going to really be able to get through the whole any burst. And I know he's supposed to be our hammer, right? So he's supposed to be just plowing through people. But right now, I'm not even seeing that. I'm not even seeing.
What you saw? Did you think he's gonna be a top 20 back in the league?
No. And so we may need to trade him.
Y'all ain't gonna like me, right? But I'm gonna say this though. Go ahead and get your glasses. Get your ice. Don't pour the Kool-Aid yet, but hear me out.
Okay.
All of these running backs are ancillary. None of these running backs is a definitive number 1 running back, right? There's nobody that can sit back and say, okay, this is your Saquon Barkley, this is your premium Christian McCaffrey or none of those guys. But what I can say with these running backs, can they make you pay when they playing quarters defense? That's why Javonte Williams is on his team, because we all know that they are trying to stop the pass. They're trying to stop Pickens. They're going to try to stop Lamb. They're going to try to stop the aspect of Kevontae Turpin taking the top off the defense and in a pinch.
Yeah.
Number 1, Jalen Tolbert. They're going to try to stop him before they try to stop this run. But if we can make them pay, and that's one way, because you can't load the box with Javonte Williams, and he put that he's a physical runner. And then if you can have a guy that you hit with a tunnel screen like a Jadon Blue that can take it to the distance. That's why I look at this run game as ancillary. Even though Shotty said we're going to be physical, we're going to run the ball, we got all of this stuff. So go ahead, break it down.
Are y'all not afraid? Are y'all not afraid with Shotty wanting that mindset and what our team is? You know, it ain't no secret of what our strengths are. Do you think we can maximize what we have in the past when we have so many run dependent or physical coaches on the offensive staff? Do we have any? If we gave these weapons to McCarthy, I feel a whole lot better. Because McCarthy gonna pass that thing.
Yeah, McCarthy will pass.
McCarthy gonna pass it on a bad day.
Here's McCarthy never was the problem altogether.
He wasn't.
As far as his offensive calling, it's just his particular philosophy. He never been a run first guy. He never been a run guy.
Right.
And we've been 12-5, and we all four of us right now been arguing, run the ball. But with a principle.
I'm saying McCarthy is a pass first guy.
He's pass first.
We have a pass first roster right now.
We do have pass first roster.
So I'm saying Schottenheimer, who's been preaching the rah-rah run for or run dependent, do we trust him?
But here's why I trust. This is why I trust Shotty a little bit over McCarthy. McCarthy is a type of guy that we know that he was trying to prove a point versus improving. Meaning that what he said, Boss Cowboy Sports, or show me, I don't like stop routes. I don't like these comeback routes and these sorts of things, these hits. But we saw, right?
We saw.
So in the final years of Mike McCarthy, this last season, what were they doing with Brandon Cooks? Comeback routes, stop routes. And then all of a sudden, when they started to run the ball, we like, damn, this offense is a little bit better with Rico.
That's right.
Look.
It was actually.
Eagle fans, come on, look right into. I know y'all watching right now. I've witnessed against y'all #1 defense in the National Football League last year that with the poorest offensive line that we had last season, I witnessed Rico Dida running 100 yards on them boys, and it wasn't even to the outside. Guess where it was at? A gap, B gap. This guy Rico. And if you guys think that the running game last season with Rico was better this season, hey man, how y'all feel about that? I want to know. Come on, I know but I would take my guy over Jeff Blasco and Scott.
You're right. We only had like 2 run plays.
I have a
last year.
super chat real quick.
Go ahead.
My boy Keystone said, I love y'all, man. Truly grateful for my Cowboys family. And I am too.
Shout out Keystone, man.
Super chat. It feels great to be in the presence of Star and the presence of my boy Lou. Me and Lau been doing this a while.
Right.
You know, so, but just to, be with y'all, it feels great. Like, for real. Like, to go to war online is cool, but to be in the flesh is even better.
Yeah.
He said, keep it going. Can't wait to lunch season 6 of my files. I can't wait till you lunch it too. So I'm going to say this too, just real quick. Elam looked like a first-round corner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and that's saying a lot coming from me. Because, see, Star, no.
Oh, yeah.
When we first got Elam.
That's the reason he better.
Yeah. No, take that lap. Take that victory lap. Yeah.
That's exactly what he did.
He definitely did.
He looked like a first rounder today. He was the person today. I want him to be a little bit greedy at attacking the ball. He left some picks out there today.
Oh, yeah.
He left some picks. Like, you got to go get – if he attacked the ball like Bland –
or like did.
So, anyway, I ain't mean to get off running back.
No.
But, since I know corners on the fans' minds too. So, I want to tell y'all from practice today, Elam don't look slow like he did. To me at first, he looked like that track coach work. We might be all right with that. We go be all right with that one. I'm concerned about the other corners, though. I'm very concerned. I'm not just concerned, very concerned.
Very concerned.
That's where we got some problems, y'all. Houston, we got a problem.
It goes to this part right here, Boss and Star and LT. Pick your poison on a lower level. Keemon Hall to me is a better cover nickel than Zion Childress. But Zion Childress is physical.
Yep.
And where he lacks with the speed that Keemon had, he can hit and he can cover to a point where he don't have to do all of that if your safety over the top and if you still have Kyer playing the way he's supposed to be playing as well as Bland. So if it's me, I know it's a difficult position to be in. I'm gonna go with the physicality because I know teams are gonna try to run on us because they think we soft. And Zion got a soft spot on his field of play. Go ahead.
I agree with that. And funny enough, like Zion, he was the one that the deep ball happened on with Milton, and he didn't get beat. It was just a great ass ball.
Right.
It was right here on the shoulder, only where Brooks can get it. So I agree with that. Like, so yeah, what they were saying with corner is on the other side is definitely not quality. It's quantity. We got you look on the sideline. It is a whole.
It's a lot of them.
Of corners.
It's a lot of them.
Oh, jeez.
But are any of them good?
How many corners we got? We got like 15. We can start a football team with how many corners
with all the corners we got, but it's like, are they good? And
you got Goodwin. Yeah. He ain't got his helmet.
I don't know why Goodwin is still on this team. I don't.
Good for 2 periods. And they had to forget. And they both
special teams, and special teams. That's what he's good for. I think
his chin strap is unbuckled.
Goodwood, I don't know what he got on the Joneses, but he stay here every year just to be a gunner. He can't offer nothing else.
Who was that one guy for the Patriots for the longest? That was a Pro Bowler. We treat him like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
And he's not even a Pro Bowler.
He's
not even a Pro Bowler, so I don't know.
Yeah. He was a long time Patriot. He was a Pro Bowler. And all he did was run down on kids. I'm telling you, that's all. Hey, I'm gonna get off here. I'm telling you, Goodwin got good practices, boy. I'm telling you, his practice is over very. You're good. I'm gonna be right back. But like, yeah, go ahead, talk what you gonna say about the corner.
Oh, I was just gonna say, when it comes to the corners, I think that Booth. I like Booth.
Oh, Booth.
You know, I'm gonna say
you like Booth
as a person.
Take the TH out his name.
I like Booth as a person. I think he tries real hard. He always there. It feels like he always like right there at coverage, but the catches are still being made. And I feel like he's not a boundary corner, but we got him primarily playing on the boundary, and we just kind of set him up for failure. And I know he got the pick 6 last week, which was great.
He put his hands up and the ball was there.
He's doing the best he can. But I just feel like Booth, if we put Booth out there, Philly week 1, the game plan is going to be attack Booth all game. Saquon might get 5 carries because they're going to say, why would we do that?
Saquon going to run a
we could just attack Booth all game. Like, he really reminds me of Anthony Brown. Y'all remember Anthony Brown? Who teams knew he was the weakest link, and if they were going to win, that they were going to have to attack Anthony Brown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really concerned about the run. I mean, not the running, but the cornerback room. See you later, Law. I'm really worried about the cornerback room because we added in, my tweet went viral, Michael Moody or whatever his name is from the UFL. That's not going to cut it, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking him. He could be a diamond in the rough, but we have to think he was the last. They just got him close to the season, which means, we rather Booth. We rather all of these, like Lou said, we got all of these corners. We rather all of these corners before we go ahead and get Michael Moody. So I don't know, guys. I feel like we need to add Gilly I would love to add Asante Samuel Jr., but it looked like he probably gonna sign with the Dolphins or somebody.
Or the Chargers, or
the Chargers. Is it the Dolphins or the Chargers?
One of them teams, yeah.
And I'm just not sure. I mean, right now our starting corners, we know we're gonna have Bland. So you're gonna have Bland. You're gonna have Elam.
But with
that nickel,
yeah.
you know, and Izzy's being beat out right now. I feel like they want to use Izzy more as a hybrid. They don't want to label him as a corner. They don't want to label him as a safety. They want him to play whatever. So
he's just behind on both rooms.
Right, he's behind in both the rooms. And I thought Izzy would be the starting nickel, but they got Keemon Hall and Childress ahead of him.
Yeah,
so I don't know, guys. It's
the corner room is just injuries is the only thing holding.
Yeah, we're just
Kalen Carson is hurt. We know about Savon Reveal.
They all on IR.
Hey, watch out for Diggs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Diggs gonna come with vengeance. But that's the main problem with the cornerback position. I don't know. I was undervaluing how much of a need it was until I saw it for myself how bad it is. And I was saying to myself, I was seeing these clips. I'm like, dog, are they beating him or are we just bad? You know.
Yeah.
But it's a little of both. We saw it for ourselves.
Yeah.
But any last thoughts you got?
I would say my last thoughts is, you know, I'm really excited to see us, even though people feel like we're going to get blown out. You know, it's mixed feelings of what's going to happen versus Philly. But I am excited to see what we're going to actually do versus Philly. Like we said, the offense looks damn good. And honestly, the defense has been the one who shined in the preseason. So the defenses actually look good. They look a lot faster, too. It looks like the defense is playing a lot faster. And you just see the chemistry that Dak has. What you can tell Dak been working with CD and Pickens. And y'all remember what happened last time when Dak had CD for a full off season. So now you imagine adding Pickens to that. And so I'm still excited to see what's going to happen. We do have some question marks, but I think, you know, I'm going to give Shotty a chance. Shotty, I'm going to take it easy on your back because I've been trying to go off on you, but I'm like, you know what? Let me leave Shotty alone. Let's get into the season and see how he performed first before I just completely obliterate him like I have. So I think, you know, I'm pulling for Shotty. Shotty, I was excited to see you. You know, I was excited. Not like you weren't my first choice, but I'm saying like I thought you would be a good head coach candidate. And I want you to do this. I want you to win. I want you to win for your dad and for your dad's legacy and all of that type of stuff. So, I would just say, you know, coming to training camp, being with my content brothers, it does have me excited for the season because the season is literally like, 2 weeks away? The season is about 2 weeks away, guys. So it is pretty exciting, but I appreciate everybody. I got to hop out because I got to go get my dinner at K. Rosso. But thank y'all so much. And I appreciate Lou. And y'all know to stay tuned for when I'm going live or doing a video or anything like that. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
No, plug your channel.
Channel is Stargazer Sports. And then y'all I'm really active on X. So y'all can follow me on X, which is at the Stargazer. But in Stargazer, it's a 3, the number 3 instead of an E. And then it's 2 R's at the end. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out. My final words is this. Listen, we're in the last stages of the preseason. Got last minute evaluations. I'm really interested to see what is the plan. Who's going to make the last little push for the 53 on the game versus Atlanta. Make sure to tune in. Me, Boss, Henny, Coach Marv, and Amp. We do a giant watch party. We do it every Sunday. We be doing their evaluations for the Friday game versus Atlanta. I appreciate everybody that came through, bro. The community, man. I've met so many people for the first time. I saw Vaughn for the first time. Look, here come Boss back. My dog, I saw Boss change to so many suits and everything like that. I was in my final words.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I said, be sure to tune in on the game day when we do our just click in. You know what I'm saying? When we do our watch parties and everything like that. Jadon Blue's gonna be playing. I'm excited. I'm want to see these linebackers again because I really like this group. I really think they're gonna be the glue that holds it together. The D tackles, everyone, just like what he said when he met guidance, parents.
Yeah.
This is why I've been fighting so hard on Twitter on the rumors with Mazi, because y'all killing his confidence in the kid. Just he plays a position that is not loud. So when you do that, when you kill his confidence like that, you're gonna have him try to do things out of the ordinary, and it may mess up the play even more. When in reality, all we need him to do is just hold the block up for the linebackers to scrape. The kid, I think he's just misunderstood. I see what people were saying, talking about in the drills. I think he's just an introverted kid, and when it's time for him to get his rep, he's gonna go full speed. He's gonna play it all out. I think he's very much so misunderstood, and we misunderstand that position. We talk so heavy about that position, like we know that position because we've seen big time players play it, but you don't ever see the big time players what they look like before they get time big. Y'all talk about Quentin Williams now, you wouldn't talk about him 2 years ago. You talk about Dexter Lawrence now, you wouldn't talk about him 3 years ago. You talk about all these D tackles, but you didn't see how they got there, and you're not seeing the differences how in Dallas we don't hold them, we don't give them the tools they need to survive. We gave him one vet to learn up under, and he immediately got rid of him in Jonathan Hankins. And we're asking him to build and hold down the fort on his own. So with Mazi, I pray he makes this team. He should make this team. We keep his confidence right. And let this be a lesson to all players before we talk bad about them. Let's keep their confidence high. If they mess up and their confidence is high, then we'll start saying like, hey, like Booth confidence is high. It's just time for him to go. You feel me? But I can't wait for the season to start. I want to beat Philly head in, even though, I want to beat Philly. This is why we want it so bad. But that's my final word.
This, I'm gonna say this, man. This training camp is a little bit different for me. I'm in a transition where I have a lot of opportunities that could change my life. I'm in talks that might have me go to Houston. I could end up in Corpus Christi, San Antonio. I don't know what the future holds. So this has always been a tradition of mine to finish in Frisco. This is special. It's special because every time we finish this, Lou, football is here. So football is here. I'm going to join hands with my Cowboys. I'm going to believe in my Cowboys. We spent all offseason fighting for ideas, but that's over now. We still go push for things we might need, but we coming up on the beaches of Normandy now, brother.
Yes.
They finna let it down now.
Yeah.
The bullets are getting ready to fly. So, regardless, man, it's DC forever. And my final word is, even though I've been frustrated with Jerry and frustrated with the distractions with Micah, I'm still go rally behind my team, man. And I'm going to hope and pray for the best. The last thing I'm going to say as my final word is, I'm thankful to be able to do content. Content has taken me out of a dark place. I've never admitted this, but I'm going to say this publicly. I started doing and talking about the Cowboys because I was going through a depression. I lost $500,000. I had a divorce. My family was gone. And the only thing that was bringing me peace was literally talking about the Cowboys. The Cowboys and God was the only thing that I talked about on social media. And it created an opportunity. That's how I was recruited. That football was my sanctuary, y'all. It was my peace. I've been in love with this game since I was 6. I still love this game. I still love my city. So just being in this time of transition, I just thank everybody for the support. I thank everybody for the fighting, for ideas to win. I just appreciate everybody so much, man. Content ain't gonna never stop with me because I love it. I love my team. But This honestly is an emotional time for me. I'm just being honest. And then I love the people that I do this with. I love the heart of Star. I love the heart of Lou. I love the people that allow different people that'll put it out there, that'll say what's not popular, that'll say what needs to be said. It's been a great honor, whatever happens, to fight with the fighters that I've been with. So this training camp and being in Dallas is more than just content. This is the beginning of the season. So thank everybody. We're going to continue to do this, and my final words was kind of different because I wanted to be honest and transparent for the first time. I was telling somebody today, it's embarrassing to say as a man, for me, that I went through a depression. It's embarrassing. But I wanted to say that today because I don't know what people are going through. So if you going through something, man, and the Cowboys is a place that kind of bring you peace, then embrace it, because it can pull you out. I'm a better man for doing content. I'm a better man because I chose a passion that pulled me out of a dark place. So I love y'all. That's my final word. It's DC4L. Let's get it. And thank y'all for the super chats. Y'all literally shocked me yesterday when I looked at my super chats. I was shocked at the amount of support that y'all did because I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna name the names, but y'all went crazy on your blessings, and I just appreciate everybody because the way that y'all give, it makes me understand why the scriptures say the Lord wants a cheerful giver, where people do it because they like you, they love the spirit. I just appreciate y'all so much, man. So my final word is let's go. DC fell, I'm out.
Right, boss. I felt that, bro. I felt that in the spirit. Shoot, come on, man.